Hi, my name is Elizabeth Smith, and this is my video for CST 300, the online section. I'm not sure what the section number is. My Baptist history figure is Helen Barrett Montgomery. Helen Barrett Montgomery is known for her work as a social reformer in her day. She was born in July of 1861 and died in October of 1934. Born in Kingsville, Ohio, Helen was the oldest of 3 children. Both parents, Amos Judson Barrett and Emily Barrows Barrett, were teachers. Amos Barrett attended Rochester Theological Seminary after moving his family to Rochester, New York, and graduated, eventually becoming the pastor of Lake Avenue Baptist Church in Rochester, New York. Mr. Barrett served with Lake Avenue Baptist Church until his death in 1889. Helen was 28 at the time of her father's death. However, before her father died, Helen had attended and graduated from Wellesley College. After her graduation from Wellesley in 1884, Helen worked as a teacher for the Free Rochester Academy and then for Wellesley Preparatory School in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. In 1887, Helen married William A. Montgomery, a businessman and owner of the Northeast Electric Company, later known as Rochester Products, a subdivision of General Motors. Helen and her husband William adopted a little girl named Edith. Also, Helen taught a women's Bible class for 44 years at Lake Avenue Baptist Church, for which the church in 1892 licensed her to preach. However, this was not the same as ordination. It was not considered the same as ordination. Helen Montgomery's activist work began in 1921 as she was elected the president of the Northern Baptist Convention, the first woman to ever hold the office. Helen was also the president of the American Baptist Foreign Mission Society. She donated more than $450,000 to various locales, including colleges, churches, and hospitals. Also, Helen wrote many books on the subjects of missions and education, and even a translation of the New Testament Bible meant to be easier to read. Her translation was from the original Greek, as she is noted for studying Greek in college. Helen Barrett Montgomery also helped to start a chapter of the Women's Educational Industrial Union in 1893 and was made its first president. The WEIU worked to set up legal aid centers, safe milk stations, and public playgrounds for poor mothers and women. Helen Montgomery also worked towards educational improvement for women in general. In regards to her work with missions, Helen went on a tour in 1910 to 1911, raising support for women's missions in a total of $1 million, which went to create Christian colleges in Asia for women. The treatment of women and children abroad in the areas of healthcare and education were among her main focuses. This is by no means an exhaustive report on the life or works of Helen Barrett Montgomery. However, this is a glimpse into the world of her sphere of influence and her attempts to change or create change within that sphere. While the biblical prohibition of women in certain offices within the church, for example, pastor or preacher, was on the majority upheld, her effect, along with many other women's rights activists and female writers of the time, held most of its significance in the sway of the arena of the public sector. For more information regarding Helen Barrett Montgomery, or for a list of some of her books or sites containing biographical information about her, please see my attached compilation of references. Thank you. Bye-bye.